friends, happy Wednesday. Today is your asynchronous learning at home day with your family. I'm going to send you a few assignments that you should be able to do on your own. These are things that we've been practicing during this week, so you should be ready for these things. In your language arts packet, the one we've been working on this week, the unit number 4 packet that we talked about the jobs yesterday, I want you to turn to page 107, and on this page it's talking about, can you find the pictures of people doing jobs? So here is an ostrich, a nurse, and a pizza maker. So you're going to choose the 2 pictures up here of people doing jobs. Here's a veterinarian, an otter, and a construction worker. You're going to choose the 2 pictures here of people doing jobs. And number 3 has a grocer, a farmer, and an ox. And I want you to choose the 2 pictures of people doing jobs here. So I want you to just circle the jobs that you see on here, but then I want you to think to yourself, if you could choose one of these jobs, which job would you choose? And I want you to put a little star next to the job that you would choose. So if I had to pick a job on this page, a teacher's not on here, so if a teacher was on here, I would choose that, but there's no teacher. So of the jobs that are on here, what would I pick? Well, believe it or not, when I was in high school, I used to make pizzas at Little Caesars. I did. But I wouldn't choose that job again. I did that job already. So I'm going to look and see of all these jobs, I think I would put my star next to the farmer because I just love to be outside and I love animals. So I would probably choose this job. I think I would really enjoy that job. But I want to see what you guys would pick if you could choose one job on here. Okay, so circle the jobs and then put a star next to the job that you would choose for yourself. Now, if you turn this page to 108, you'll see the letter O's. I want you to practice writing your letter O's. Remember when you are doing your writing, 2 things. You must use a pencil to do your writing with. I want you to start up here where the dot is at the top and go around. Okay, so the uppercase O touches the top line, the lowercase o stays below that dotted line. Okay, and I want you to do it with a pencil and start your letters always at the top. Okay, so those 2 things in this packet. Pretty easy. All right, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to watch the video I'm going to post in Epic about reindeer. And yesterday I read to you about Dasher, who is a reindeer, and you guys might already know some things about reindeer. So I'm going to ask you guys to take this paper out of your yellow folder. It's in there. It has a little reindeer on the bottom. Now what I did, it just comes plain and white, and so what I did is I colored my reindeer, and then I did a border around. I just did some Christmas lights and some snow going around the outside. And then I want you guys to pick a sentence that is something that you know about reindeer. It could be something you already know about reindeer. It could be something from our story about Dasher yesterday in our story. Or it could be something realistic or informative about what you learn about reindeer from the reindeer read aloud that I had in our Google Classroom for you. So I'm going to put that same story available to you in our Epic reading program, so you can check out that book one more time, listen to it one more time, learn about the reindeer, and then I want you to write me a sentence about reindeer. This is my sentence. I wrote, reindeer like to live in the cold snow. And then at the bottom I wrote by Mrs. Knipe, and I wrote my name on there. And then up here I drew a picture to match my writing. So this is what good authors and illustrators do. They write a sentence with their spaces between their words, punctuation at the end. They're going to start their sentence with an uppercase letter like we've been talking about. And then the illustration must match what is in the message in your writing. So in my picture, I drew the reindeer living in the cold, cold snow. Okay, so that's what I did for my sentence and my illustration. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with for your sentence and illustration. Okay, for math today, remember, we're taking our math test tomorrow on sorting and classifying. So this is your last review for this. It's on page number 35. Okay, and at the top it says orange fish, blue fish, and green fish. And there are going to be no fish for you to cut out and glue. I just want you to draw the fish in these boxes. So So I want you to put the orange fish in here, and the blue fish in here, and the green fish in here. Now question, how many fish should you draw? I don't care. You pick 3 numbers, but I want you to pick 3 different numbers, and they must come from the number line from 0 to 10. So you're just choosing any 3 that you want. Maybe you do 1 and 4 and 8. I don't care. Or maybe you do 3, 2, and 1. Okay, it doesn't matter to me. Just draw your fish and then answer the questions down below. Question number 1 is, how many orange fish did you draw? How many blue fish did you draw? How many green fish did you draw? And then which group has the MOST, most? And which group has the FEWEST, fewest? So most, the biggest group, and the fewest is the smallest group. Okay? This will be your last review as we get ready for our math test tomorrow. All right, so that's all the work that I have for you. For fun today, I thought it would be great to make the gift that that you can give to your family. So in your yellow folder that I gave you when you picked up your Pizza Cat, inside there is a thick white art paper. Actually, there's a few white art papers in there. So I want you to take that out, and I want you to draw a candy cane on this paper. But when you draw your candy cane, I want you to make it huge, big candy cane, taking up the entire page from top to bottom. Okay, so here's what I just drew right now. I just drew a giant candy cane taking up the whole paper from the top to the bottom. Then the thing about candy canes is that they are a red and white pattern. So I'm just drawing straight lines across my candy cane. And then once I have my lines on my candy cane like this, then I can go ahead and fill in my pattern. So red, leave a white space, 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 and red. Okay, so it's a red and white pattern. So start with red, leave it white, red, leave it white, red, leave it white, so on and so forth. Now, you can do this however you want. You can use crayons, you can use markers, you can use colored pencils, but if you really want to have some fun, you can use your paint too. But what I would suggest is you color a little bit of the pattern with your crayon first, so that when you are sitting down to paint, it will be easier. Okay, so you're going to get your paint set out with your water, and then you're going to dip in. We don't need to paint the white part, we're just going to leave it white, but we'll just dip into the red. Get that nice and red, and then we'll just fill in red into the red spaces. Okay, and if you want to, you can go outside the lines a little bit because we're going to cut this out anyway. Okay, so just go ahead and keep dipping into the red to keep that paint nice and red, and you're just painting and filling it in like this. When you're done, it'll look more like that. I'm sure you guys will take your time to do even better. Now, once you are finished and it dries, you can cut it out, and then once it's cut out, it will look something like this. Okay, this is what I did with mine just to have it ready for today. This is my candy cane. I just did markers, guys, and if you want, you can also do the back candy canes, because candy canes aren't white on the back, but I only did the front just to save time. Then I want you to take your pictures that we've been working on all week. Remember our 5 senses? What we touch, what we see, what we hear, what we smell, and what we see at Christmas time. I just cut these out, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my glue, and I'm going to put a glue right in the middle of the back, just in the middle in a circle. Can you see that? I didn't spread it all over the back, just right one spot right here in the middle. Then I'm going to glue these onto my candy cane, just like this. Now, they're not all 6 going to fit, or 5 going to fit on here. So what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to have you put 3 on the front, and then we'll put 3 on the back. So again, another dot right in the middle. And what I would suggest is that when you're gluing them on, you leave a space. So one little dot of glue right there in the middle, not a lot. You're going to leave a little space so that you can see that candy cane pattern. So here I have 3 on the front. Now I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to put the rest of them onto the back. So one dot of glue in the middle, and then I'm just going to match it up so that my the back ones just match perfectly with the ones on the front, just like this. Okay, so here's my 5 senses. These are just all the drawings and things that you guys did on your candy cane. And then on the back, I just mounted them right onto the ones on the back. Now, this one on the front that I have up here at the top, there's nothing behind it. So what I thought you guys could do, if you want to, is take this little square with the girl here and then cut it out. And then we won't use the girl, but we'll just use the back for you guys if you want to draw a picture of yourself. And then your name, you could write your name on here. You could write a little note on here saying Merry Christmas. What would be really important for you to write on here, if this is going to be a gift for your family, is you can put 2020, the year 2020, because being a mom myself, I will tell you that your family is going to want to probably keep this so that when you're in high school, like my boys are, you can take it out and remember, oh, look what you did in kindergarten. We do that at my house all the time. So here's what it ends up looking like. It's a little candy cane treat with the things that you love about Christmas, okay? And then on the back is that one spot where you can write your name up here. You can write Merry Christmas message. It's up to you. And then this is a decoration that you can hang up at your house, or you can give it to your family as a gift. It's up to you. What I would suggest on the back is, now that you've got some space between your squares, you can draw some red lines in there to make the candy cane pattern, okay? So this is your art project today. I can't wait to see the things that you guys make, and I will be checking in with you guys at 9:45 today just to see how your day is going and see if you have any questions. And when we check in at 9:45, we'll be covering up our new Santa countdown, and I'll be sharing a story with you guys, okay? Can't wait to see the work that you guys are going to work on today, and I will see you at 9:45. Have a good day.